So this is a $1 setup. I have no idea what you expected, but you can't really get anything. So now $1,000 setup. This is $1,000 setup. It's not really, you can't get really much with $1,000, but this is what you get most. And now the $10,000 setup. And this setup is a lot more money as expected, and I can get a lot more stuff for $10,000. And as you see, I use a better stove and air dishwasher, and final product is, you know, pretty average. It's probably what you started up with, as it's probably what your setup looks like right now. But now, the $100,000 setup. This is where we get into big numbers. So now I'm using the high-tech dishwasher, and I mean the high quality stove and the stainless dishwasher. And this is, yeah, it's because I think now at this point some of you might actually copy these designs, and yeah, it's pretty simple. And if you're wondering why I'm using the cheapest tables and chairs, it's kind of self-explanatory, but I'll explain it anyways. So it's not really worth it unless you want to be aesthetic or want to make your restaurant look pretty. Then it's not really worth buying the chairs that don't give any perks or benefits. It's just better to stick with this. And here's the product for the $100,000 setup. Yeah, and now we move on to the $1 million setup. As you see, a viewer commented this. And now we're moving on to the more expensive stoves, the most expensive stoves in the game, luxury dishwasher and luxury stove. And you know, it's just basically the same thing, but just with as a $100 setup, but with just luxury stoves. And yeah, and if you're already this far in the video, like and subscribe for more content like this, and join the Discord because there's no reason not to. It's just because I'm doing weekly giveaways of Robux, and yeah, and I'm doing a bunch of stuff there. So make sure if you want to be in any challenges to win Robux, just join the Discord. No reason not to. And here's $5 million sub, as you see in our viewer asked for it. So here it is. And here we go, $5 million setup. So basically, at this point, I suggest using the lifeguard chairs, because it's just now it's worth it. Now it's worth it. And I use some lifeguard, like the beach ball podiums things. And now, yeah, and the setup's just, you know, it's just pretty standard, just same thing. Just you need chairs and stoves, pretty basic stuff. And if you want me to do any other setups, just ask in the comments, and I probably will do it unless it's so stupid. And yeah, and this setup made 600k per hour, and not bad setup. $10 million setup now. Now this sub is basically just like the the $5 million sub, just bigger and more chairs. And yeah, and remember, when I'm saying about, it's just because the amount of lifeguards that you get varies from it just varies around, because it's not like you can get the same amount as I do. You could, but just, you know, that's what I'm saying about. And this is the final product of the $10 million setup. This setup, pretty good, pretty average setup. I think most players don't have it, probably don't have $10 million, but drumroll please for how much this made. And this made 800k per hour. Not bad. But yeah, you can really vary this up a lot if you want to. This is just a recommendation, or just like an idea for it. So yeah, and if I could do any recommendation, so here's the $1 million setup. So this setup is, I don't know how, but just don't buy gamers stuff unless you want to be like a setup dedicated to it, then sure, go ahead. But this setup, because as you see later in the video, I delete this because it doesn't give the most amount of money per dollar, because I didn't see any. It was just not worth it. And as you see in the entire video, I am trying to efficiently budget this budget so you can actually see like what the best thing is, and that's why it took me a little bit of time to make this video. And if you want to leave any video ideas, leave it down in here on YouTube, or join the Discord. It's free. No, it's like there's no reason you shouldn't. There's free weekly giveaways that you join, and there's just so much good stuff about it. Q&As, you can also join in for challenges I might be hosting, It just varies a lot. But here you see me leaning to the gamer stuff because it's just I don't think it was worth it to buy it at all. And yeah, and replacing the gamer stuff, which cost me like $50 million. I just built another floor, which was such a better idea. And you won't believe how much this setup actually made. This setup actually made a pretty good amount, but it's kind of small compared to $1 billion setup. So stay tuned for that. And this setup made a whopping $10 million per hour about. And you know why I said about, because it really varies a lot. Anyways, here's the $1 billion setup. Hi. So this setup was actually pretty hard to make, mostly just because I did not have the resources for this at all, and I had to click a lot just to get these resources. So yeah, and you're also wondering how do I get $1 billion? Well, I sold my Christmas tree that I got from the Christmas event, and I bought it, and that sold for about $2 billion, but you know, taxes and all. And there you go, $1 billion. What to spend it on? I actually spent the entire thing because I had a lot of stuff already in my inventory that I already bought, and here. And now the only thing I really didn't have was enough furniture. So now here's me clicking away. It took way too long, and half the stuff I bought I didn't even use. So I spent half my life not actually trying to, like, I actually just spent half this time just not actually doing anything. It was just a waste of time, I guess. As you see, my money draining down from $1.5 billion to $600 million. And now you see me building this the first floor. This first floor is supposed to be duplicated for the rest of the 9 floors because it's basically the same thing. And this is one of the most efficient ways I can think of using this space. Because the thing is that the reason I didn't buy any Robux things and because you know the reason I didn't put any, because it's just way too expensive and I didn't really want to do that, and none of it'd be kind of cool if I did buy a bunch of stuff, but you know I don't think it would be too worth it, and yeah, it costs insane amounts of money, or Robux actually. And as you see, this is me finishing the first floor, and you can copy and paste this layout how many times you want. You can just do it for one floor, I don't really care. But now this is the final floor. I know I said the gamer chairs were not worth it, but this is just a $1 billion setup. And now I'm just placing out a shrine and making a bunch of beach balls and stuff for increasing chances of getting these people. And yeah. And if you're wondering if I got a YouTuber this entire time I was doing this, I say no. I didn't get a single one. That's why I don't think it's worth it that much. It doesn't increase it at all. I mean, unless I read it wrong, I probably read it wrong, but yeah. And don't worry about my dog. And this site made about $50 million per hour. Again, about. And anyways, this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and rip my hands, and please pray that my dogs will shut up next time I film this. Because I actually already filmed this again, but I had my microphone muted. And this time I don't think I have it muted. And anyways, thank you for watching. Join the Discord, like and subscribe. And if you want to see more content like this, if you want to see more short form content or long form content, thank you, and bye.